exactly what web marketing does. And I want to start first with my journey, just because if you haven't met me before, or maybe there's parts of my story that you don't know yet, this is important. So basically, this all started when I quit my job in 2020. Always kind of had this entrepreneurial passion and zeal. Finally quit my job in 2020, started my marketing agency in 2021, worked with over 212 businesses, scaled that business. In my marketing agency, and really primarily focused on serving the real estate industry, um, but also served lots of other local businesses like roofers, and different other restaurants and different companies along the way. And I ended up really getting burnt out, and quitting that business in March of 2024 to really search for the model and what I wanted to do, specifically long term, because I really felt like there was more for me and better things that I can do for businesses and business owners and entrepreneurs. And I was just trying to figure out what that was. And so web marketing started again fresh earlier this year. And it's actually kind of funny because when I first quit my job, the first name that I named the company was Web Branding and Marketing, because my last name is Web. So um, it's actually very interesting to kind of go back to those roots, but have a whole different perspective and actually have something that I feel like can actually change people's lives, can change business owners' lives and marketing and their businesses to be enjoyable and to get the marketing results that they want to get, and also to help entrepreneurs be successful. And so, which is like my number one like passion, honestly. And so it's been really a cool journey, because I feel like through the last 2 years, like my passion and zeal for business has kind of been depleted. And then this really resparked my passion. And I really believe in this product, in this system, and know that it can change people's lives. And so first, I kind of want to go through, okay, like you as a business owner, like, or an entrepreneur, kind of what your marketing solutions are and what they look like, and break those down for you, and kind of just highlight maybe areas where these things can come short, and how it kind of got me to this new thing of web marketing, what that looks like now. And I'm not saying any of these things are necessarily bad, but there's some obvious gaps um, in these models where you can't really fully get the results and things that you want to do. And so, first thing, option one, I'm obviously very familiar with, is like your lead gen marketing agency. So obviously, I'm super familiar with that model, but basically, what that's made to do is they have some sort of offer where they, like, hey, we're going to get you this result, but that model is made to be super streamlined, copy and paste ads that you use for every client. And the results typically tend to be average because they don't have a customized strategy. They're not really incentivized to get you a business result. They just want to deliver on what they promise. And it's a very short term, narrow thinking, because they're just running ads. They don't care about your website or your branding or all those things that contribute to the ads to make them successful, as an example. And they only, like I said, they only look at one piece of the puzzle. They don't look at all the pieces necessary or needed. And they will tell you, hey, these ads are going to change the game in your business, when in reality, like, your website isn't even set up correctly, or your branding sucks, or your personal branding and your content needs help. If they don't sell those services, they're not going to talk about them. And so that's why there's not really a holistic marketing approach there. The second option is you hire in-house, like you hire an in-house marketing person, which can be great that you have, access to them fully. The cons of that is obviously a hire is very expensive. The labor, what you pay them an hourly, and then also, paid time off and health benefits and all those other things. And it tends to be very expensive, but they typically have a lack of expertise in in that industry. And that's the pro of, having marketing agencies. They only work with, realtors or whatever your company specializes in typically. So here they typically have a lack of expertise. Maybe they know how to do a few things pretty well, like social media content, but then they just kind of figure out or have to try to figure out how to do all the other aspects of marketing, which there's several. You know, you have SEO, you have website, you have branding, you have writing, copy, emails, and visual things too. So um, typically when someone is doing a few things and trying to do everything, they don't have that experience, the results are going to be pretty minimal, even though you're investing a lot into your marketing through just hiring that person and all the expenses that go with that. And the last thing here is there's typically like a hodgepodge of ideas or projects, and there's no sustainable systems or processes in place. So they're just kind of maybe implementing some of your ideas that you have, but there's no systems to manage, track, or improve on the performance. And on top of that, like if you're dependent on a person, then when that person leaves, then your whole marketing department falls apart. Same thing with marketing agency. Like if unless you keep paying them, you don't get the results that you unless you keep paying them, then you're not going to keep getting, you know, what you're getting. And so you're tied to that marketing agency. So unless you're paying them multiple thousands of dollars a month, like you're not going to get anything. And so that's the other thing too, is if you lose this person in house, then you're screwed. Option 3 is you companies will, or business owners, entrepreneurs will hire freelancers or VAs. I've done this several times, hired so many VAs, so many freelancers, and so have my clients. And typically it's just hard to find good ones. It's really hard to find good ones unless you have a company that vets them and trains them, and you can kind of waste a lot of time and energy working with people, getting them ramped up, and they end up not working out because their communication is really poor, or they don't deliver projects on time. I've had a VA that they said they were going to give me a video in one day, and it was like 2 weeks, and there's nothing I can do to control that. And so it's really hard to find good ones. And they're creatives, they're not necessarily business owners, so a lot of times their communication skills can be poor. They don't really understand the full marketing picture. They're only doing different small elements, and so they have limited experience in your industry or about your business specifically, and so typically the results tend to be kind of mediocre. And lastly is they're hard to manage, and if you have a bunch of people doing little things, there's not going to be a lot of congruency in your marketing, and it's just kind of a way to get some tasks done, but it's not really like a actual marketing process or system that's going to get results consistently. So those are kind of like the 3 main options right now. So overall commonalities here is they are focused on deliverables, not business results. And so they focused on, how many posts or how many ads or how many leads, but they're not actually focused on getting the end business result, which a lot of times requires multiple of these pieces. So not just ads, but also content, and also short form video and long form video and emails and text reminders and all those things that go into that. So they're not looking at the whole picture. They're only looking at their very minute piece of the puzzle and doing that the best that they can. And people usually only excel in 1 or 2 areas. So, when it comes to marketing agency and hiring in-house, people usually, if they're good at SEO and website building, they're not going to be good typically at social media and video editing. But because we want to use them and get all these things done, we try to overextend them, and they're not actually working in their area of expertise, which means the results for you as a business owner and entrepreneur in your marketing is suffering. And lastly, there's no really strategy, systems, or repeatable processes in place in your business. Like a marketing agency has those processes in place. And I know because I ran one for 3 years and did really well, but they're not in your business. So unless you're paying that marketing agency, you don't have those systems internally to be able to get those same results yourself. Same thing with hiring in-house, and same thing with hiring freelancers. There's no strategy, no systems, no repeatable processes that way. So this kind of got me thinking about, okay, like maybe there's a better way to go about this and to really help local businesses exceed their expectations in marketing. And quite honestly, when I was running my marketing agency, I was extremely frustrated and unsatisfied because I was frustrated that my clients weren't seeing the results they expected in marketing. And I knew that ads and more leads wouldn't really fix everything. Like there was probably other things going on that I needed to look at, but I couldn't because I was just being paid to get them leads and get them appointments. And so it was a very limited scope of view of what I could fix and work with them on. And I wasn't doing what I do best. Like I so enjoy seeing, like it lights me up, like talking to business owners, seeing their vision in their marketing or in their business. And then I know the steps and the things that we need to do to get there. And that lights me up, and being in charge of that process and doing that with the business owner, it brings me so much joy. But I wasn't doing any of that. I was working, which means the clients weren't really getting the best of me. And so, and I realized too that creatives and marketers, again, like I said, are typically have expertise in one or two areas, but do more to make clients happy. But at the end of the day, you're not going to be happy long term because their business result isn't going to get accomplished unless it's being done efficiently. And so, lastly, is I just wasn't satisfied with the marketing solutions out there for local businesses. Which brings me to the main thing of what I've been wanting to get to. So I want to introduce web marketing. Our whole mission is transforming local business marketing through strategy, systems, and connection. So I want to paint this picture for you. You as a business owner in this cowboy hat, okay, you're have marketing needs. Like this is just a few that I could come up with, but there's so many more. You need more leads. You need a new website. You need SEO. You need Instagram followers. You need to grow your YouTube channel. You want to grow, get more phone calls, get more appointments. You want to grow your revenue by 30%. You want to rebrand. You want short form video. You want a landing page. Like it could be 2 of these things or 6 of these things or 20 of these things. And there's so much more of an extensive list. But let's say, okay, these are the marketing things that you want to do. Now, the old way is going into one of these 3 options that I went over. You either gotta, okay, I need these things. I need to hire a marketing agency. I need to hire in-house, or I need to hire freelancers. But what I would like to propose to you is that there's a new and better way. So instead of doing those things, you go to said marketing advisor, me right here. So instead of being an order taker and trying to sell you what you think you need, the marketing advisor is an unbiased resource and only cares about getting you the business result the most efficient way possible, not selling services. What's the result for you as a client or as a company, as a business owner, as an entrepreneur? Number one is you don't spend money on things you don't need. So I am not motivated to sell you things that I provide as a service because I am an impartial, unbiased marketing advisor that my only job and what I'm motivated by is to get you that business result in the most efficient way possible. Number 2 is you do things in order, not doing the right thing at the wrong time. So this is so crucial in business. Is I respect and I'm like, okay, yeah, you want to grow in social media, that's amazing, but your website is garbage, And so as a marketing advisor, I'm not going to be like, hey, let's just go and do social media. Let's post 5 reels a day. If other things in that process need to be fixed first for you to actually have success on the thing that you want to do. So I hope that makes sense. I'm coming in, and as like a doctor, like if you were to go to a doctor and say, hey, my elbow hurts, I have cancer, and I were to just run all these tests on you based on what you think that you need, that would be medical malpractice. And so in the same way, I'm coming in and I'm having conversations with you, and I'm hearing you out. I hear that you want to grow on social media. I hear you want to grow your YouTube channel. Let's just look at the whole picture so I can actually figure out what we need to do in order, so that we, instead of just doing the thing right away, that we're doing things in order and in the right time. The next thing is, me as an advisor, I have a team of vetted experts to execute the projects. So I connect you with that team of vetted experts that have connected with me, that have, gone through my, that are connected with me specifically. They're vetted, that they're, experts in their specific thing. It's just like reels, or just photography, or just SEO, or those specific things. So I connect you with those right people at the right time to execute, and then I manage those projects and those communications with that team. The advisor is helping you build your marketing dream team. So that way, if I leave and we no longer work together, in the time that we have worked together, I have built you an internal marketing dream team that can execute projects with you for the lifetime of your business without being tied to a marketing agency or freelancers that don't know what they're doing or things like that. So, helping you build your marketing dream team. And then we come in and we implement our communication and project management systems into your business, so you aren't reliant on us. That way you achieve the business result the most efficient way possible, which is, at the end of the day, why you want to do marketing. You want to do marketing differently, better, more efficiently, so you can achieve the business result that you want to. A quick example of this is, so let's say you were going to get health advice from someone. If you were going to get health advice from a nutritionist, they are going to give you unbiased advice, because they're not getting any sort of benefit from if you get meat or veggies or whatever thing that you need. So they're giving you advice based on actual true knowledge and wisdom and things that they believe you're going to need, versus if I go to a butcher, I'm like, hey, what do you think I should, like, my diet, like, what do you think I should eat? They're intrinsically motivated to push you towards eating more meat. They're like, yeah, you need to eat more meat, but that may not be what you need. And so in the same way, this this is how this model is so much more efficient and more beneficial for you as a business owner or entrepreneur, because they're an unbiased source of resources and knowledge that can allocate your resources the best way possible and get you the business result that you're actually wanting marketing for. So my role is to be your advocate and advisor who brings order to the noise, gives you clarity, and helps you feel more confident about the health and long-term success of your business. Guys, marketing and sales comprises all of business. So marketing is 50% of your business. So if you can have more clarity, cancel out all the noise, and just feel more confident about your marketing systems and processes and the direction you're going of your business, like, what would that change for you? And the honest reality here is like, if you aren't getting value from working with me, I do not want your money. So if you notify me within 30 days, I will give you a full refund. And that is how confident that I feel in this process, in this model. If you're a good fit to work and I feel like this is going to change the game in your business and your marketing, then I'm going to offer that. But if not, like, if you're not getting value, I don't want your money. So I'll literally give it back within the first 30 days. I want to show you guys some businesses that we've worked with, some really great people that I really respect and enjoy, and they're great people. Mac from Aeropest Control Services. We worked with a lot of home service businesses, high-end restaurants, Firefly in Panama City Beach, Hammer Down Roofing, again, lots of home services, and Record Realty, which is a real estate brokerage, just to name a few of these amazing people that have great businesses and now great marketing. So I hope you guys got a lot of value from this. If you haven't already, there should be a link to book a call with me on this page. And if you've already booked a call, I will see you on this call that you scheduled, so we can take a deeper dive into your business and see if this is a good fit for you. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.